Do you have multiple legal entities, intercompany eliminations, different and disparate regulatory reporting requirements, mergers and acquisitions, foreign currency translations, adjusting journal entries? Financial consolidation has many complex tasks, and eliminating the manual processes and automating recurring ones would empower you with clear insights derived from accurate consolidated financial information. With Prophix, you now have strategic financial analysis for better business decision-making. To show you how it works, we're going to put you in the seat of a controller at AWCG, a fast-growing sporting goods manufacturer and retailer. Let's get started. With the Prophix Unified Performance Management Solution, AWCG's controller easily reduces the time spent on preparing consolidated financial statements, leaving more time for in-depth data analysis and management reporting. Performing AWCG's financial consolidation involves several steps that must be completed in a particular order. As illustrated here under My Tasks, Prophix simplifies this process by tracking information as it flows through AWCG using Prophix Workflow Manager, making it easy for the controller and others involved in the process to monitor and report on the status of the consolidation, and enabling users and departments across AWCG's global organization to participate in the consolidation process. More accountability, ownership, and control is naturally applied to the consolidation process. The financial controller will use this workflow process to complete the financial consolidation, starting with the ease of maintaining the company structure. AWCG is a holding company being reported in US dollars, and it has 3 wholly owned subsidiaries. It has a US entity, a Canadian entity, and AWCG Europe holding company. Prophix allows the controller to have a cross-relationship where the US entity can own a portion of the French entity or the Canadian entity. This concept of operating entities and reporting entities in Prophix allows the controller to create this matrix-like structure with proportionate ownership being applied. The controller will collect data from each of these operating entities and report this information at the AWCG Holding and AWCG Europe level. In Prophix, the controller can review the various operating entities and reporting entities and apply the applicable currency. And using the ownership table can adjust ownership percentage and specify consolidation methods for each entity, such as full, partial, joint venture, or the equity method. This automates, simplifies, and addresses the real-life requirement for the controller to account for partial ownership. Prophix takes a very complex process, financial consolidation, and streamlines it into a very manageable process for the controller. Looking back to our financial consolidation workflow project, we can see the controller has an outstanding workflow task to import in one's entity's data. The workflow integration in Prophix will automatically notify the controller of this outstanding task. Data can be imported into Prophix from hundreds or thousands of disparate systems. Prophix can connect directly to any external database, import flat files like an Excel or text file, or from your data warehouse. On the fly or automatically on a schedule, Prophix can perform data imports for actual, historical, and budget and planning data as well. The controller can collect, map, and cleanse data from multiple disparate data sources, charts of account, calendars, and organizational structures, ensuring that data consolidations are accurate. The automatic import process and balance sheet and income statement validation is easily viewed if other corrections and adjustments need to be made. As illustrated earlier, AWCG is a global operation with foreign entities in multiple countries. Prophix provides automated foreign currency translation to any number of currencies simultaneously, enabling companies to effectively translate and consolidate information from their operations around the world. The application enables multinational companies to store several currency exchange rates, average rate, closing rate, historical, etc., for all their financial reporting requirements. The controller enters the FX rates for a single principal currency, and Prophix automatically triangulates the rates for all other reporting currencies. Reciprocal rates are automatically calculated, simplifying the process. Furthermore, separate exchange rates can be used for converting and consolidating budget data, and the CTA is calculated by individual account when needed. Exchange rates can either be imported into Prophix from an external source system or entered directly into the solution. The frequency of the import is user-defined and scheduled. The Prophix ease of use and automation increases the simplicity of the financial consolidation process while providing greater flexibility to address real-life requirements for AWCG and the controller. Adjustments are often required to ensure loaded data complies with local accounting rules, to make corrections to loaded data, or accounting for timing differences. With multiple entities operating globally, Prophix simplifies the elimination process and improves the controller's consolidation experience by reducing the number of entries required to complete AWCG's eliminations. The entire posting process is run through a process within Prophix with the click of one button. The main purpose of a journal entry binder is to create a centralized location for storing journal entries that need to be used on a regular or recurring basis. There are 5 different types of journal entries that can be created. Here are 2 examples of journal entries: a general journal entry and an intercompany elimination. There was intercompany sales between our U.S. and Canadian entity of $1 million. Entries can be posted for any time period and can be reopened and reclosed at any time. This provided functionality allows the controller to update or correct previous periods in a very timely manner. The controls and checks are inherent in Prophix. For example, the controller cannot save unbalanced entries or eliminate against non-intercompany accounts. After consolidating the data, you can see it was posted successfully. Here, looking at the source data, you can see the data prior to consolidation, where AWCG US is recognizing $1 million in intercompany revenue on the profit and loss statement and $1 million in receivables on the balance sheet, where Canada, given the exchange rate, recognizes $1.25 million in inventories and a payable to US of the same. After consolidation and the elimination journal entries are posted, you can see everything eliminating out at the holding company. This one single process has tremendously simplified the consolidation process for the controller and made it much easier to create, maintain, and adjust going forward. This process can be either scheduled or run on an ad hoc basis. There are several reports available to assist the controller with auditing the status of journals and reviewing activities performed using Prophix Financial Consolidation. One example here is the posting report, providing a very detailed view of all posted journal entries. This can be printed and saved externally and saved for internal and external auditors. The other advantage to Prophix is it is a unified solution which allows you to generate income statements, balance sheets, stockholder equity statements, cash flow systems, key performance metrics, and dashboard and scorecard reports throughout the organization. Any user can access information within their security rights and create reports on the fly without having to make requests to IT. And drag-and-drop interfaces enables users to create reports intuitively. Here is the segmented consolidated balance sheet and income statement for AWCG. Net income is automatically carried to retained earnings at the end of the year, simplifying the year-end process by automating the requirement to carry forward income. When a discrepancy is noticed, the controller can drill across into the details to investigate or go into analysis mode to begin to slice and dice and investigate the issue. We are currently looking at our source data for each entity in their individual local currency. We'll use the drop-down and view our data in the consolidated reporting currency and applied ownership structure. Where France is using the equity method is 30% and there is zero consolidation. Users can attach documents to reported figures to broaden perspectives beyond mere quantitative information, offering deeper visibility into overall organizational performance, as well as drill into data when further investigation is required. Reports can reference any hierarchy to view different perspectives of your consolidated data. The automation frees up time for the controller and other vested parties to do actual analysis and potentially begin to identify any further unbalanced accounts. Financial consolidation can also be invaluable for planning. Financial consolidation can be used to plan what will happen if an operating unit is sold or if a company increases its stake in a partially owned subsidiary, or possibly trying to better understand the true results of operations prior to changing the ownership structure. This type of planning is highly strategic and not as detailed as budgeting or forecasting. It is accomplished most easily with financial consolidation software. With Prophix, the controller can create a series of scenario plans and model the various business assumptions, reporting back out to the CFO and other C-level executives within a very timely manner. Lastly, in addition to letting the controller create and modify reports, Prophix facilitates the report distribution process. Report books can be used to automate the month-end distribution of reports into your desired file format, such as Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or PDF, out to your stakeholders at any scheduled time. No technical expertise or complex report writing is required to automate report distribution. During distribution, security is automatically applied to meet strict regulatory reporting requirements. Prophix enables finance teams to produce an extensive audit trail to satisfy the needs of both internal and external auditors. It provides support for Sarbanes-Oxley, IFRS, as well as multi-jurisdictional generally accepted accounting principle reports. With Prophix Financial Consolidation, AWCG has completed their close on time. Automating the financial consolidation process with Prophix software has streamlined financial consolidations for AWCG while providing greater transparency and control along the way. Prophix software gives you the power to consolidate with confidence. Whether reporting on historical and actual data or providing plans for individual transactions and adjustments associated with acquisitions or a divestiture, Prophix gives you clear insight into your business performance. Prophix's unified solution not only provides users with the functionality for automating the consolidation processes, it also provides advanced reporting and planning capabilities. Prophix empowers you to connect, unify, analyze, and inform. For more information, visit us at www.prophix.com.